Hey, what's going on, ninjas? Logic here with another Ninjala video. So Ninjala came out June 24th, 2020, which gives us just about 5 months with the game. We've gone through a lot since the beginning, and there's still a bunch more to go through. So without wasting any more time, let's talk about the good, and let's talk about the bad. Oh, and one more thing before the video actually starts is I wanted to tell you guys that we're sitting at 440 members in the Discord right now. And that's super exciting, and I'm very appreciative of all of you guys. Thank you so much. But I still need your help. We are 50 members away from being eligible for a Discord partner. So if you guys could help me reach that goal, that would be awesome, and it would just mean the world to me. So like, if we can reach that, that would be awesome. But I'm gonna do something to kind of sweeten the deal. How about this? I'll give away a $50 Nintendo eShop card when we reach that goal in the Discord. So that's my promise to you. So without wasting any more time, I hit my hand. Without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is weapons in Ninjala. Collectively, we have seen 6 new weapons altogether from Season 2 to Season 3. Those weapons being Festival Board, Camu Camu Plate, Home Run Surfer, Ninja Caliber, Popeye, and Cerberus. All amazing weapons, especially the Festival Board and the Ninja Caliber. I think those two stand out the most. The Popeye and the Cerberus have huge potential, especially in team battles, but I feel like they need a little more time in the wild to find the proper tech. Another thing too is the Popeye has an exclusive gum shot called Gum Laser, which in my honest opinion has huge potential. The gun bind on it is really short, but sometimes that's all you need in order to make something happen. The Camu Camu Plate and the Home Run Surfer, despite having some of the best skins and overall unique design in the game, these two weapons leave a lot to be desired. I still use them because they are fun, but overall their kit is definitely slacking compared to the others. Gum Ghost needs some help. It needs some serious help. But seriously, Gum Ghost just doesn't really get the job done in fights. You can't really be offensive as you want to be. You have to kind of play a more passive board instead. But all in all, these 6 weapons in the span of 5 months is pretty good, and it helps diversify the battlefield. So up next, we have our new maps. We've only gotten 2 new maps these past 5 months, which are Shinobi City and Croissant Arena. One thing that would really help Ninjala is more maps. More maps is just gonna be the key thing that Ninjala needs. I hope in the future we can start getting 2 maps per season. It would just really help, you know, the format and provide a more varied playground. And I'm not saying it's something they have to do. It's just something that I would really like. I would really like 2 maps per season. I would honestly take 2 maps over even getting a weapon. So like, let's say we would just get 2 maps and no new weapons. I would prefer that because I feel like the weapons as is right now, like we have a bunch of weapons. So like that could last us a while. So if we could just get new maps instead, like that would be key for me. But back to Shinobi City. Shinobi City was a fantastic addition to the maps, mainly because it offered something different. Usually you can only get S gauges from smacking up drones, but in Shinobi City you can also get S energy gauges by standing in the pond. It's a small thing, but I think something like that goes a long way. I hope more stages in the future have some fun gimmick like this, and it doesn't necessarily have to be getting S energy gauges. It could be an area that gives you faster HP regen, special cooldown reducement, things like that would just really spice up the battlefield. Okay, so up next is a recent stage we got, which is Croissant Arena. This stage is a lot bigger than I initially thought it was, but I still like it more than Eagle City. One thing about this map, it doesn't really have a gimmick like Shinobi City where you can gain SP gauges by standing in a pond, but it does have a display you can look at which tells you where drones are on the map and when they will spawn. It's super useful and kind of cool. We only have 4 minutes like in a match, so you don't want to just spend a bunch of time just looking at that telling you where the drones are, but just taking a quick glance at it and moving on can be very beneficial. The actual map layout of Croissant Arena reminds me of a sports stadium with tons of events. You know, you see the mountain climbing stuff and everything. Like, it's just like a very sporty place, and I kind of dig it. Lots of vibrant and poppy colors, which honestly we needed we needed that because a lot of the maps have been very neutral when it comes to color. Like they don't really stand out. Like maybe you could argue WA Academy has like some poppy colors, but for the most part, like it's very gray. And you know, it just wasn't just wasn't vibrant. I really like that about Croissant Arena. Like, it just stands out. It's bright, vibrant, and it's a welcome change. Okay, so let's talk about the new Shinobi cards we've gotten over the course of 5 months, which are Stealing Hyena, Giant Killer, Gum Boost Impact, and Parting Utsusimi. I feel like the new Shinobi cards don't get talked about enough, but let's start off with Stealing Hyena. Arguably one of the best Shinobi cards in the game right now. You see it in almost every build, just because you can see opponents that are low on HP, get plus gum damage, and get improved movement speed. Like, dude, it's crazy. It's a really good card. Those are all huge upgrades and can make a world of a difference in any situation. Truly amazing stuff. Okay, so next up is Giant Killer, which I see a lot of people running this card, and for good reason too. It pretty much makes it to where you get a free E-Pawn if your opponent has made a big weapon. It's only once per respawn, but still, you're pretty much guaranteed to E-Pawn someone that gets a big weapon, and you don't even have to try to get that E-Pawn. It really is a really good Shinobi card. I'd recommend using it. The assist codes for Giant Killer is to where you can restore health or ninjutsu gauge or restore life quicker for a period of time. Good stuff. Up next is one of my favorite newer Shinobi cards, and it's really been growing on me too. It's called Gum Boost Impact. Every time your Gum Boost ends, a little mini explosion will happen, and if it hits your opponent, it will slow them down, but you gotta have the proper assist codes on. It's honestly amazing. I really like this Shinobi card mainly because you can kind of bait players into S-bursting, and you just get a free weapon break with it. It feels really good to pull off. Not every player will fall for it, but boy, does it feel good when a plan comes together. The next and last new card is called Parting Utsusimi, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it, but only because it gives me bad memories. When I used to play Call of Duty, they used to have this perk called Martyrdom, and pretty much what it did was when someone died, it would drop a grenade, and sometimes you would legit be in a situation where you couldn't move. There wasn't enough time, so the grenade would just blow you to bits. And that's exactly what Parting Utsusimi does. Not only does it do damage, but it can also bind you as well. So if your opponent did a good chunk of gum damage to you, and you're also low on HP, more than likely, the Parting Utsusimi is gonna get you. But altogether, I think all of these new cards kind of just have their own place in the game. I don't feel like any one of these cards are useless or just not worth using. These new cards have changed the game, made the game funner, especially like Giant Killer and Stealing Hyena. Like, those cards have made the game incredibly fun. Gum Boost Impact is one of my favorites, but like I said, these Shinobi cards are really good for the game, and it just kind of just changes the overall meta of what people use and diversifies the battlefield. One of the biggest things these past 5 months we've had to talk about is balance. We've had a bunch of balance updates since season 1, some better than others, and vice versa. We've gone from yo-yo meta to hammer meta to Ippon Katana meta to Drone Hunter meta. There's a lot of things going on with balance. The one thing too that I'd like to mention before I get started on this too is that there's never gonna be a point in Ninjala or in any game where they achieve perfect balance. So there's always gonna be something that's either above something or something that's really good or something that's not good. Like, there's never going to be perfect balance in a game. So don't ever expect Ninjala to have perfect balance. There's always going to be something that's out there that someone's going to find, or, you know, that's just the way it goes in gaming. Fighting games, games like this, arena fighters, just any game. Like, there's always going to be something that stands out. So don't strive for perfect balance. It's just impossible. But like I said, the game has changed a lot. In season 1 and 2, sound hammers were not the best weapons in the game. They were far from it, but now they're able to like perform on their own. Sound hammers are a different breed in season 3, and I really like that because that weapon was not getting the love it needed. So I was happy to see that it's finally standing out like it should. One of the balance changes that kind of confused me was the buff to the katana, specifically the Ippon Katana. The katana is a starter weapon, so it being good is to no surprise. But the fact that Ippon Katana got more buffs with still being able to instantly bind people was kind of crazy to me. The weapon's already good, just giving it more, especially I think they sped up the attacks on the weapon, so it just knocks you out faster now. So that was just kind of crazy to me when it can already instantly bind people, especially with Gum Launcher being so fast. Especially, it's faster than any other Gum Launcher in the game. Even Dragon Lord's a Gum Launcher now. Because it performs like one. That's a joke. That's a joke, by the way. But hopefully in the next balance update, they take a look at this because I don't know, it's just kind of crazy to me that, you know, the Instabind gun launcher has been what it's at for so long. So the other one that struck me weird too was the skateboard. The fact that they can still one-shot you is very dangerous. There needs to be a limit on Sweet Ride so it can only do like, what, 50% damage and not the full 100%, because getting smacked in the back out of nowhere, it's never fun. But that's just my 2 cents. I know some people say it's okay, but I just feel like there shouldn't be a weapon in the game that's one-shotting actual other ninjas. It can still one-shot drones, like that's absolutely fine if they want to do that. That's cool. But like one-shotting ninjas, like there should definitely be a limit. There's a lot more when it comes to balance, but I wanted to condense it down to things that kind of stood out to me. With that being said, let's move on to game modes. We've only really gotten one game mode, which is Beast Attack, which is a pretty fun mode. It did get a little old after a while, but I thought it was a nice break from like team battles and battle royale. I didn't really care about winning or anything, but more about having fun and seeing how much I could like antagonize the beast. And that's what really stood out to me. Like I had fun with that. All in all, these are all the things that have pretty much happened in Ninjala in the past 5 months, and it's been good. The game has steadily been getting updates. The developers are listening to us more so than any other game developer, let's be honest. We were having issues with ranked. Gungho responded and fixed it. We wanted permanent skins. Gungho responded and gave it to us. Gungho is listening, and I like that. They know what we want. They might not do it in the most timely manner. Like it might take them a while, like even like a whole season at some time, but like they're listening, you know, and I can really appreciate that about Gungho. But with that being said, you know what we gotta do. The Ninjala Fashion Showcase, baby. Today's winner will be Meditai. Look at this ninja, or witch. I can't tell the difference these days. Meditai's ninja is not only going to cast a spell on you, but also gonna hit you with the piercing mixer. The Halloween witch outfit is amazing, and it goes so well with the gun bottle in the back as well. But not only did Meta dress up their ninja for trick or treat, but they also gave them a cool outfit with vibrant colors that really pops out, and I love it, and I love the Eggman Utsumi next to you as well. These pictures are truly amazing and incredibly well done. Awesome job, Meta. You knocked it right out the park. If you want to be featured on the Ninjala Fashion Showcase, all you gotta do is DM and or tag me on Twitter or Instagram, or you can post it in our dedicated Ninjala Fashion Showcase channel on my personal Discord. With that being said, how do you feel about Ninjala 5 months later? Let me know down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, as it really helps your boy out. You don't even know. And if you want more content like this, consider subscribing to the channel, as it would really make me happy. With that being said, this has been Logic, and I'll see you in the next chapter.